You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
A former California cheerleading coach was arrested in Fargo on charges in two states. Eric Joseph Christensen, age 44, of Antioch, Tennessee, faces multiple felonies in Orange County, California, that alleged that he went after six students, some that were 11 at the time, while coaching a competitive cheerleading club near Los Angeles. He could be sentenced up to life in prison if convicted. Christensen also faces charges in Florida related to four competitive cheerleader athletes he coached in Daytona Beach. The Fargo Police Department confirmed it arrested Christensen on April 25th in the 2800 block of 10th Street North. It's unclear why Christensen was in Fargo, but a spokesperson for Orange County prosecutors have stated that they are investigating any connections to Fargo. Christensen is currently being held without bail at a Theo Lacey facility in Orange County. Christensen worked as a competitive cheerleading coach at Magic All Star from 2002 to 2008 and as an assistant cheer coach in 2005 at Bucko Hill High School in Mission, California, where he is accused of gaining access to more students in Orange County. The allegations against him arose in 2022 after he was arrested in Daytona Beach on suspicion of flying solo on camera to three students between the ages of 11 and 13, and also going after another inappropriately. Those three Florida students were cheerleaders at Christian's Competitive Cheer Club in Daytona Beach. According to prosecutors, Christensen went after five other Orange County students he coached between 2002 and 2007. Prosecutors allege he routinely took some of the students who are between the ages of 11 to 16 off campus events and to his home to go after them. Authorities believe that there may be more victims. Christensen previously was arrested in August in Kansas so he could be extradited to Florida for allegedly exposing himself to more students on FaceTime call that he did. He posted a $300,000 bond without restrictions on leaving the state. Now, it's amazing to me how, again, the usual suspect seems to be directly at it again. And I keep asking the exact same question that others have posed when it deals with the black community, when it deals with the men of the black community, right? A lot of people normally want to state where are the black men to protect the black women, the children, young black girls, where are the black men to stop a lot of these things that are transpiring in the black community that they are causing, right? And they like to state that there are no protectors in the black community. And they always want to state that men of other ethnicities are always out there 100% protecting, the women of their family, their daughters, they're protecting their sons, they're protecting the streets, they're protecting their homes, right? That's the normal type of thing that we happen to hear when it deals with the black community and, more specifically black men, right? Because everything that's wrong in the black community is just 100% the black man's fault, right? So if that is the case, I need somebody to explain to me how is it possible that this is able to transpire, right? If black men are the main ones who are just doing everything negative, everything bad directly across America, right? We're doing all of the crime, we're doing all of this, all of that, right? Then explain how this is able to take place. If there are no protectors in the black community, fine, no problem. I'll take that, right? So then where are the men in these communities? Right? Where are they at? Because I'm just trying to figure out where specifically are these men? Where are they at to march? Where are they at to show up on the news being angry, enraged, talking about things need to change, things need to be done? Where are they at? Because I'm not seeing them. Now, throughout my time being on this planet, I've seen black men in the black community do this, be outspoken about the things that are going on, start initiatives, start different things of change. Some people have gone directly through the channels that they need in order to become a mayor, in order to work in Senate, in order to be a representative for the state or the city or the town that they are located in. Or some men have become leaders. But whenever I happen to see these stories, whenever I happen to read through these stories, and I happen to look on social media to see any type of reaction that's been filmed, I'm not seeing that same energy, right? Because notice how people who don't really do a lot, they get the utmost admiration, they get talked about the most, and their community is celebrated, right? And I'm more so talking about his community. I'm talking about the men in his community, right? They're not really showing anything, right? But you've consistently seen black men, well, at least if you've decided to actually look for those videos, you've seen black men do a variety of things trying to protect the community, trying to protect the kids there, trying to protect the families there, trying to protect the neighborhoods and the homes, right? You've seen black men do a variety of things that are in the positive, that are in the best benefit for the community of which they are a part of. In some instances, you got black men who might not even be a part of that community seeing a problem and wanting to try to be a helping hand to fix it, to at least get the ball rolling. But again, when it comes to this community, I'm not seeing any of these men out here. I'm not seeing that protection that people always talk about oh so much as if they directly live in those communities, and 9 times out of 10 they don't. So it's like it's amazing to me how a lot of that celebration and admiration just comes from out of nowhere, even though you're not specifically a part of those group of people, even though you've never actually lived with and been around those group of people in order to see any of the things that you're trying to highlight and say that they do all the time. It's crazy. 1,000% crazy. And again, I'm asking where are the men because statistically speaking, there's one group that does this more than any other group. Just, stating a fact that is directly out there, that is statistically speaking, by way of the government, right? When it deals with the FBI. And the FBI has stated that when it deals with incidences like this, that overwhelmingly, right, it is Caucasian, 67.1%. Let me repeat that again. 67.1%, right? When it deals with offenses against family and the young ones. 67.1%, right? But have other people sit up there and tell it, they'll try to swap the numbers or they'll try to make it seem like something that it's not, or they'll try to deflect away from the situation. So again, knowing the numbers directly from the FBI, knowing the fact that this is going on almost 70% of the time, just going to round it up, right? 70% of the time in that community, that is what is going on. Where are the men of that community to speak out against this, to fix this situation, to make sure that it doesn't stay consistent, to make sure that it does not stay happening? Where are they at to specifically protect these children? That's all I'm asking. It's a very valid question because the main thing I've always stated to people is that whenever you hear these stories, it's always adults out here doing this. And I've always stated that adults seemingly don't care, right? But again, that's a conversation for a different time. And that's obviously a conversation that a lot of people, are not really ready for, right?